All right, let's continue talking about functions and our work with functions. Just again, a review, another way to think about a function. A function is a relation in which every member of the domain, which is, quote, input value, is paired with exactly one member of the range, which is the output value, okay? So the domain input is paired with only one range or one output value. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to see functions written something like this. We have f of x is equal to 15x. So how we read that is this. We would say the function of x, whoops, is how we would read that. So this is the function of x, which is your output. Again, I'm going to write output underneath that, put that in parentheses. So this is what we're going to get out of it. All right, this is going to be my input of x. So this is the input of x. Okay, so, or another way to think about it, it's the input. That's what I'm going to put into it. Okay, so what I put into it depends on what I get out. Okay, maybe you've heard that in math class before. Okay, so let's do that with this example. I am going to try to look for what is the function of 1 in 15x. Okay. To find the function of 1 in 15x, I would go ahead and insert a 1 in for x. When I do 15 and I try to solve it now, I give 15 times 1, which is 15. So the function of 1 in this function is 15. I could try that with 2 also. So I want to find out what is the function of 2 in 15x. So I again would go ahead and substitute 2 in for x. So I'm going to put a 2 in for x. And because I'm multiplying between 15 and x, I'm going to do 15 times 2. 15 times 2 is 30. So the function of 2 would be 30. Okay. Let's look at another example, another function. I want to go ahead and I want to find the function of -3 if we have a function of x that is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I want to find out what the function of x is. So I'm going to put the function, or sorry, the function of -3. So I'm going to place a -3 in here. So the function of -3 is equal to 2x plus 1. I'm going to go ahead and substitute -3 in for x. So I'm going to have 2 parentheses -3 plus 1. Again, because I'm multiplying by 2 times x here, I'm going to multiply 2 times -3. 2 times -3 would give me -6. So I have the function of -3 is equal to -6 plus 1. I got to keep working. I got to do -6 plus 1 now, which is -5. So the function of -3 is -5. So if I think about that, if I wanted to write that as a domain and a range, I would write -3, -5. Okay, -3 is my domain, -5 is my range.